Edivieira. Yeah. Edivieira. Neon reflections through the rear view. Midnight colors paint the lane. Crowds alive beneath the buildings. Movement flowing through the rain. Heartbeat matching every crossing. Engines humming down below. There's a current in the atmosphere, pushing everything to grow. I don't force another chapter, I let moments rise. Certain pathways form naturally under open skies. I don't carry your distractions, I release the weight. Keeping every ounce of presence centered in today. When the rhythm calls, I embrace everything. Every pulse around the skyline makes the spirit sing. When the rhythm calls, nothing needs describing. Every layer of momentum keeps the soul surviving. Yeah. When the rhythm calls, I don't hesitate. I just follow all the motion into brighter space. When the rhythm calls, I remain complete. Yeah. Fast reflections on the pavement, windows shining gold. Different faces chasing visions, different stories unfold. There were seasons full of pressure, heavy on my chest. Now determination guides me towards something blessed. Nobody can track expansion while it's taking form, but devotion keeps evolving through another dawn. When the rhythm calls, I embrace everything. Every sacrifice behind me turns into a win. When the rhythm calls, nothing needs describing. Every challenge left behind keeps the fire thriving. Yeah. When the rhythm calls, I don't hesitate. I just move beside the current into better days. When the rhythm calls, I don't drift away. Yeah. Sunbeams covering the high rise, warm against my skin. Everything I once searched after now begins within. People wonder how the mindset found another frame, but fulfillment came from choosing growth above the game. There was never sudden magic, never instant fame. Only countless nights of learning, fueling every change. When the rhythm calls, I embrace everything. Every hidden piece of effort now becomes the win. When the rhythm calls, nothing needs describing. It's the product of persistence, yeah, constantly reviving, yeah. When the rhythm calls, I don't hesitate. I just stay beside the movement as it elevates. When the rhythm calls, I become completely. Yeah. Edivieira. Hey. Cold wind go. Yeah. Cold wind moving through the avenue, morning waking up again. Every shadow leaves the pavement as the sunlight settles in. There's a feeling in the distance, like the road is open and wide. Every step I take with purpose pulls me closer to the light. I don't rush into the future, I let progress breathe. Some victories begin quietly before we can believe. I don't speak in empty promises, I don't chase applause. future speaks, I feel everything. Every dream I kept protected starts awakening. When the future speaks, nothing needs explaining. Every lesson from the struggle slowly rearranging. Yeah. When the future speaks, I don't interrupt. I just trust the road unfolding as it builds me up. When the future speaks, I keep walking clean. Street lights fading with the sunrise, new day taking shape. Yeah. Every challenge that once stopped me now just sharpens faith. I remember all the pressure trying to slow me down. Now I carry stronger vision every time around. No one notices the process while it's happening, but each silent repetition builds another win. When the future speaks, I feel everything. Every late night full of patience now becomes the thing. When the future speaks, nothing needs explaining. All the fear I used to carry now is rearranging. Yeah. When the future speaks, I don't interrupt. I just stay inside the motion as it lifts me up. When the future speaks, I don't lose my pace. Golden light across the skyline, glass reflecting dreams. Everything I once imagined feels closer than it seems. They might ask what really changed me, what transformed the view, but it came through daily effort and staying true. There was never one big breakthrough, no dramatic scene, just a stronger way of living, focused and disciplined. When the future speaks, I feel everything. Every quiet move I made now connects the string. When the future speaks, nothing needs explaining. It's the sum of every choice, always rearranging. Yeah. When the future speaks, I don't interrupt. I just stay inside the process as it builds me up. When the future speaks, I be coming up. Silver clouds above the overpass, street glow running through the fog. Footsteps echo near the station, late commute beneath the dark. Steady breathing through the evening, cool breeze on my face. Every corner holds another opportunity to chase. I don't panic under pressure, I let patience guide. Certain answers reveal themselves without forcing the tide. I don't carry empty tension, I release excess, keeping all attention grounded, far away from stress. When the balance moves, I absorb everything. Every signal through the avenue makes ambition ring. When the balance moves, nothing needs discussing. Every ounce of inner stillness keeps momentum rushing. Yeah. When the balance moves, I don't hesitate. I just follow deeper instinct toward a brighter place. When the balance moves, I remain composed. Taxi headlights through the district, people filling bars, different journeys crossing pathways under endless stars. There were periods of confusion clouding what I knew. Now awareness keeps expanding, opening the view. Nobody can trace development while it's growing strong, but Commitment keeps evolving quietly all along. When the balance moves, I absorb everything. Every obstacle behind me turns another spring. When the balance moves, nothing needs discussing. Every ounce of discipline keeps the spirit buzzing. Yeah. When the balance moves, move beside the current toward a stronger state. When the balance moves, I don't lose control. First rays touching every rooftop, orange through the gray. Everything I kept pursuing now feels close today. People question how the mindset reached another phase, but fulfillment came from walking through uncertain days. There was never instant glory, never sudden praise, only countless hours refining new and better ways. When the balance moves, I absorb everything. Every hidden act of effort now becomes a spring. When the balance moves, nothing needs discussing. It's the outcome of persistence, constantly becoming. When the balance moves, I don't hesitate. I just stay beside the motion as it elevates. When the balance moves, I become composed. Edivieira.
Edivieira. Edivieira. Yeah. Glass towers catching reflections. Traffic moving under rain. Every light across the avenue feels connected to my brain. There's a peace inside the motion, inside all the noise. Like the city keeps reminding me, every day's a choice. I don't rush into confusion, I let thoughts align. Some clarity arrives slowly, over space and time. I don't force a perfect answer, I don't chase control. I just move with better focus, keeping balance in my soul.
When the city speaks, I feel everything. Every light across the skyline, pulling on the string. When the city speaks, nothing needs explain. Every lesson from the pressure, slowly rearranging.
Yeah.
When the city speaks, I don't interrupt.
I just move with full awareness.
As it lifts me up. When the city
I stay present here. Fast trains running through the morning. People chasing goals. Different stories crossing pathways. Different dreams unfold. I remember feeling trapped once, lost inside the pace. Now I see another meaning in the movement of this place. No one notices the growth first while it's happening, but each quiet choice is building something underneath.
When the city speaks, I feel everything. Every late night full of purpose now becomes a thing. When the city speaks, nothing needs explain. All the pressure from the past now is rearranging.
Yeah, when the city speaks,
I don't interrupt.
I just stay inside the rhythm.
As it builds me up. When the city speaks,
I don't fear the change. Sunlight breaking through the buildings, warm in every street. Everything I once imagined now feels close to reach. They might ask what really changed me, what improved my mind, but it came from seeing beauty in the everyday grind.
there was never one big answer, no dramatic sign, just a clearer way of thinking, built across the time.
When the city speaks,
I choices always rearranging. Yeah, when the city speaks, I don't interrupt. I just stay inside the process. As it lifts me up when the city speaks, I become enough. I become enough.
Edivieira.
Crimson signals through the avenue. Nightfall settling slow. High-rise windows glowing amber, casting patterns on the road. Measured footsteps past the market. Cold breeze through the square. Every corner feels electric, like possibility is there. I don't freeze beneath uncertainty, I let courage lead. Certain pathways only open when you trust your feet. Oh, I don't borrow old limitations, I release the chain. Keeping all my inner power far above restraint. When the pathway opens, I embrace everything. Every spark beyond the skyline makes ambition sing. When the pathway opens, nothing needs defending. Every ounce of self-belief keeps expansion ascending. Yeah, when the pathway opens, I don't hesitate. I just trust a deeper instinct pulling me ahead. When the pathway opens, I remain awake. Midnight buses through the junction, people chasing dreams. Different futures crossing slowly under silver beams. There were seasons full of pressure, clouding what I saw. Now conviction keeps expanding, breaking every wall. Nobody can trace advancement while it's forming strong, but devotion keeps progressing quietly all along. When the pathway opens, I embrace everything. Every obstacle behind me turns another wing. When the pathway opens, nothing needs defending. Every lesson carved through struggle keeps the spirit strengthening. Yeah, when the pathway opens, I don't hesitate. I just move beside the motion toward a brighter place. When the pathway opens, I don't lose my frame. Sunrise touching every rooftop, orange through the smoke. Everything I kept believing now begins to show. People question how the mindset found another phase, but fulfillment came from walking through demanding days. There was never instant glory, never overnight, only countless hours refining purpose into life. I embrace everything. Every hidden act of patience now becomes the way. Nothing needs defending. It's the outcome of persistence, constantly ascending. Yeah, when the pathway opens, I don't hesitate. I just stay beside the movement as it elevates. When the pathway opens, I become awake.
Edivieira. Yeah. Amber headlights through the rainfall. Night breeze crossing town. Billboards shining over rooftops while the traffic rolls around. Steady movement near the corner. Downtown fully awake. Every avenue feels endless, like an
another path to take. I don't stall beneath the pressure. I let ambition guide. Certain doors reveal themselves when determination stays alive. I don't carry your distractions. I release the weight, keeping every ounce of focus locked inside my lane. When the skyline glows, I embrace everything. Every spark above the buildings makes the vision ring. When the skyline glows, nothing needs explaining. Every hour spent progressing keeps expansion changing. Yeah, when the skyline glows, I don't hesitate. I just trust the deep emotion pulling me ahead. When the skyline glows, I remain inspired. Late cafes beside the boulevard, conversations blend. Different dreamers making plans for chapters still ahead. There were periods of uncertainty clouding what I saw. Now conviction keeps expanding, breaking every wall. Nobody can map development while it's forming strong, but persistence keeps advancing quietly all along. When the skyline glows, I embrace everything. Every obstacle behind me turns another win. When the skyline glows, nothing needs explaining. Every lesson carved through effort keeps the spirit changing. Yeah, when the skyline glows, I don't hesitate. I just move beside the rhythm toward a brighter place. When the skyline glows, I don't lose my fight. Yeah, sunrise spreading through the high rise, golden on the glass. Everything I kept pursuing now feels close at last. People wonder how the mindset found another phase, but fulfillment came from building through demanding days. There was never instant glory, never overnight, only countless hours refining dreams into the light. When the skyline goes, I embrace everything. Every hidden act of patience now becomes the way. When the skyline goes, nothing needs explaining. It's the outcome of persistence, constantly reshaping. Yeah, when the skyline goes, I don't hesitate. I just stay beside the movement as it elevates. When the skyline glows, I become inspired. Edivieira, 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 Edivieira. Oh, yeah. Golden sunlight through the curtains, fresh air filling up the room. Distant traffic near the coastline, early hours starting to bloom. Steady breathing through the morning, clear thoughts in my chest. Every chapter that I carried finally begins to connect. I don't doubt the road behind me, I let gratitude lead. Certain outcomes only happen when belief becomes routine. I don't search for empty validation, I release the chase, keeping every ounce of presence centered in this place. When the sunrise blends, I embrace everything. Every dream I held in silence now begins to sing. When the sunrise blends, nothing needs explaining. Every ounce of ocean, ocean colors through the skyline, warm tones on the glass. Different people moving forward while another day unfolds fast. There were seasons full of pressure, heavy on my frame. Now awareness keeps expanding, far beyond the pain. Nobody can trace progression while it's growing strong, but persistence keeps evolving quietly all along. When the sunrise lands, I embrace everything. Every obstacle behind me turns another wing. When the sunrise lands, nothing needs explaining. Every lesson earned through struggle keeps the future changing. Yeah, when the sunrise lands, I don't hesitate. I just move beside the rhythm toward a brighter place. When the sunrise lands, I don't lose my flame. Daylight covering the skyline, warm against my skin. Everything I once envisioned now begins within. People question how the mindset reached another frame, but fulfillment came from choosing growth above the game. There was never sudden magic, never overnight, only countless hours refining vision into light. When the sunrise lands, I embrace everything. Every hidden act of patience now becomes the wing. When the sunrise lands, nothing needs explaining. It's the outcome of persistence, constantly reshaping. Yeah, when the sunrise lands, I don't hesitate. I just stay beside the motion as it elevates. When the sunrise lands, I become complete.
Edivieira, blue reflections on the storefront, crosswalk blinking after dusk, subway roaring through the distance, concrete carrying the rush, measured cadence through the district, cool air through my coat. Every pathway keeps unfolding further than I ever rode. I don't scatter concentration, I let stillness guide. Certain outcomes shape themselves when intention stays alive. I don't answer every rumor, I conserve my frame, keeping all my inner structure far beyond the game. When the current rises, I embrace everything. Every spark across the boulevard makes determination sing. When the current rises, nothing needs convincing. Every fragment of endurance keeps expansion building. Yeah, when the current rises, I don't hesitate. I just trust the deep emotion pulling me ahead. When the current rises, I remain secure. Late commute beside the river, tail lights flowing red. Different dreamers crossing bridges, carrying hopes ahead. There were chapters filled with static, blocking what I knew. Now perception keeps evolving, opening something new. Nobody can map progression while it's taking shape, but devotion keeps advancing through another phase. When the current rises, I embrace everything. Every sacrifice behind me turns another spring. When the current rises, nothing needs convincing. Every ounce of self-belief keeps the engine spinning. Yeah, when the current rises, I don't hesitate. I just move beside the pulse toward a better state. When the current rises, I don't lose direction.
daybreak touching every rooftop, amber through the haze. Everything I kept protecting now begins to raise. People wonder how the mindset reached another lane, but fulfillment came from staying true through every change. There was never instant victory, never overnight, only countless hours refining vision into light. When the current rises, I embrace everything. Every hidden act of patience now becomes a spring. When the current rises, nothing needs convincing. It's the outcome of persistence, constantly expanding. When the current rises, I don't hesitate. I just stay beside the motion as it elevates. When the current rises, I become secure.
Edivieira. Yeah. Yeah. City lights crossing the window. Late night moving slow outside. Every street still feels alive now, like the future's in the drive. I can feel the air changing. Every step feels new. There's a calm inside the movement, like I finally broke through. I don't rush into the moment, I let time and breathe. Some direction start as feelings before we can believe. I don't speak about tomorrow like it's guaranteed. I just move with full attention toward the life I need. When the vision speaks, I feel everything. Every goal I held in silence starts awakening. When the vision speaks, nothing needs explaining. Every small decision made, slowly rearranging. Yeah, when the vision speaks, I don't interrupt, I just trust the road ahead as it builds me up. When the vision speaks, I keep moving clean. Morning trains across the skyline, new day coming fast. Every doubt I used to carry never really lasts. I remember feeling distant from the life I saw. Now I'm closer every second just by moving forward more. No one sees the inner progress while it's taking shape, but consistency keeps building every single day. When the vision speaks, I feel everything. Every late night full of focus now becomes the thing. When the vision speaks, nothing needs explaining. All the pressure from before now is rearranging. Yeah, when the vision speaks, I don't interrupt, I just stay inside the rhythm as it lifts me up. When the vision speaks, I don't lose my pace. Sunrise hitting every building, golden across the glass. Everything I once imagined feels connected at last. They might ask what really changed me, what unlocked the way, but it came through small decisions made from day to day. There was never one big moment, no dramatic scene, just a mindset growing stronger, clear and disciplined. When the vision speaks, I feel everything. Every quiet move I make now connects the string. When the vision speaks, nothing needs explaining. It's the sum of every step, always rearranging. Yeah, when the vision speaks, I don't interrupt, I just stay inside the process as it builds me up. When the vision speaks, I become enough.
Edivieira. Chrome reflections on the side streets, night air moving clean. Taxi signals cut the darkness, painting colors on the scene. Measure footsteps near the station, cold wind through the block. Every choice I make carries meaning, even when nobody talks. I don't drift without intention, I let purpose steer. Certain patterns form naturally when directions stay sincere. I don't follow empty movement, I protect my lane, keeping every action grounded, far beyond the game. When the pattern forms, I absorb everything. Every sign across the skyline makes awareness ring. When the pattern forms, nothing needs explaining. Every ounce of preparation keeps suspension shaping. Yeah, when the pattern forms, I don't hesitate, I just trust the inner structure pulling me ahead. When the pattern forms, I remain precise. Trains roaring through the tunnels, people chasing ghosts, different visions, crossing pathways, while another chapter unfolds. There were moments filled with static, blurring what I knew. Now perception keeps sharpening, opening the view. Nobody can trace development while it's growing strong, but consistency keeps evolving quietly all along. When the pattern forms, I absorb everything. Every obstacle behind me turns another spring. When the pattern forms, nothing needs explaining. Every lesson earned through pressure keeps the spirit changing. Yeah, when the pattern forms, I don't hesitate, I just move beside the rhythm toward a stronger state. When the pattern forms, I don't lose my head. Daybreak spreading through the skyline, amber on the glass. Everything I kept refining now begins to last. People wonder how the mindset reached another frame, but fulfillment came from choosing growth above the fame. There was never sudden magic, never overnight, only countless hours refining vision into light. When the pattern forms, I absorb everything. Every hidden act of effort now becomes a spring. When the pattern forms, nothing needs explaining. It's the outcome of persistence constantly reshaping. Yeah, when the pattern forms, I don't hesitate, I just stay beside the motion as it elevates. When the pattern forms, I become precise.